welcome back to Opal&Mint. I am Ashley. Today's video was going to be the watercolors that I bought from Etsy. They were supposed to be here yesterday, and for some reason the USPS decided they couldn't deliver them. So I'm hoping they get here today, but I needed to go ahead and film something. So I'm sitting here going, what do I film? When my plans change, it's difficult for me. So decided for today, I think I'm gonna show you my current 31 Purple Fish collection, and maybe ask how you think I should store these differently, because the way that I have them now, I've run out of room, and it's not working anymore. So before I show you my collection, we're going to go through, swatch all the colors, maybe paint something. Before that, I want to talk about what 31 Purple Fish is, because if you're new here or you've never even heard of the brand, I want to quickly mention what the brand is. It's a handmade watercolor brand, and it's made by one person. She makes all of the paints, and so the quantities on these are very limited. And she doesn't just have like a range of colors that are available all the time. She makes different colors each week or every other week, or how often she does her paint drops. It seems like it's every week, but maybe every other week. Anyways, she does different colors each time, so you can't just go to the website and get a cadmium yellow. You can't get just a phthalo blue. She makes fun different colors, and if you like the colors that she does that week, you buy them. If you don't, you wait till the next week. So getting a collection of these has taken me a while, because I've waited for colors. I mean, I've gotten most of the ones that I could, but I've waited for colors that I wanted, and there's some colors that I really would like to have multiples of, because I'm going to run out. So if she drops a color that I really like and I know I'm going to love, I get two of it because I like these a lot. The first colors that I got, I was a little skeptical. They weren't colors that just thrilled me and excited me. And so I was like, they're okay. But then the second time I got them, fell in love completely. So these are handmade paints. They come in these little square, they look like eyeshadow pans, and they are a little bit more difficult to put in traditional watercolor palettes. They're not normal half pan or full pan. So I've been storing them in a metal tin with magnets on the back. Well, I now have enough to cover the lid and this, and then they fall, and it's not a great storage solution anymore. I have a lot of 31 Purple Fish. If you have any great ideas on how I can store these a little bit more efficiently, let me know in the comments below. But we're gonna go through, swatch these. I'm probably going to rearrange them. I started putting them in based on when I bought them, but now I think I want to arrange them by color. So like these first, see, they're sliding everywhere. These first ones down here were my first order, and then they've kind of just grown into this. So let's go ahead, turn the camera around, maybe arrange these, swatch them, and then maybe paint something. I've had a request for a butterfly. I was going to do the butterfly for the paints that I got in the Etsy haul. I might do one then too, I don't know. But we'll see what I end up painting with these. But I just love reaching for them. I kind of feel bad using them in videos just because you can't get the exact colors I have, but at the same time, I have them and I love them and I want to use them. So I'm torn. Let me know if it bothers you that you can't get them when I use them. I mean, I can still use them personally without filming, but I don't know. Sometimes I want these colors when I'm filming. So, okay, let's go ahead and start painting. All right, so I'm going to be using the Fumui. I should really learn how to actually say this brand. Watercolor paper. This is 100% cotton, and I want to use this one because I like it. It's granulating, so these beautiful granulating paints will show up nicely on it. And two, I like having a big size when I have lots of paints to swatch. So let's see here. Before we start swatching, I think I want to rearrange these. So I'll probably go speed this up so you don't have to see all of this, but I just feel like I want to arrange these in a better color arrangement, finding them easier, but also just for them to be more aesthetically pleasing. And also, I didn't realize how many pinks I had because they're all spread out. I just need to figure out, ooh, I wonder if my husband can 3D print something. Okay, my husband just got a new 3D printer and he is loving it. I'll have to show you some of the things he's made, but I'm like, wonder if he could 3D print me something that can hold my paints. That might be the solution, but I'll be right back after I arrange these. There are they. So we have 10, 20, 30, 40. These, they were only available in the quarter pans, so I got 2 so they would equal the same amount of paint. So 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 2 quarter pans. So about 47 paints from 31 Purple Fish. Let's start swatching, and I think I'm going to do my stone swatches. If you are new here, I like to swatch out my paints in stones. Hold on. I don't know if you can, yeah, you can kind of see my Daniel Smiths are down there because that's my Daniel Smith palette. I love having that there because I can see where the paints are in my palette and the swatches of them. So I keep it right there. So let's do that with this, and that way I can get an order of them and I will have the order on a paper. So I have to figure out what order I want them in. Okay, let me find my swatching brush. I normally use the same one over and over. It's a Filbert size 10 from Master's Touch. Okay, so I want to start with the pink. I'm trying to decide what order I want to do this in. No, I think I'm going to try to go cool to warm, although, I mean warm to cool. Wait, which way? Which way should I do this? Or should I just go light to dark? I don't know. Okay, so those are the same color, but this one's actually one of my favorites. I feel like it needs to go here next to that one. This one's more purple leaning. So we're gonna go into purples. So let's do this. This is the same color. Nope, different color. So many pinks. Okay, getting there. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see the swatching action. All right, so we're gonna start with Seashell, and this is actually the one I used in my last video, Watercolor Blooms episode 3. Do a stone swatch. I don't remember if I finished explaining my stone swatches. Yes, I did. So I got the inspiration and idea of these a while back from Natasha Newton. I've seen many people do these, but I feel like she was the first one I saw do them. But anyways, I just like swatching them in these little kind of stone irregular shapes, and I like being able to see how the paints lift, see how they granulate, if they are granulating colors, and you also get like their mass tone around the edges, and they look really cute when they're done. So okay, so I'm going to write the names on these as I go because I don't want to lose which one is which. This is a teeny tiny micron Pigma. This is a 005, but all right, next up, these two are metallics, and these were actually in my very first order. They take a little while to activate. All right, so this first metallic is called Pink Crystal. And I have a really good friend named Crystal. So, and she loves pink. So this reminds me of her. They're not the most opaque shimmers. And this was one of the reasons that the first order I got from 31 Purple Fish, I was kind of like sad because the metallics are not where she shines. That's kind of a pun. I didn't mean they're not where she shines. Don't get me wrong, these are fine. They're not the most amazing metallics that I've used though. Where the 31 Purple Fish paints really shine is their granulating colors. And just the colors themselves, like the shades, the tones, the different colors that she comes out with, that's where they really. This is Rad Rose. This one's a little bit more pink, and the other one was more of a peachy. Okay. All right, the next color is one I really, really love. This is Peaches in Cream. This one's a little bit more of an opaque, creamy, pinky, peachy color, and I love this one. This is, I think, from my latest order, so I haven't had it that long. But man, oh, I love it. And I love painting florals with these colors. They're just so stinking pretty. And don't get me wrong, I am a color mixing lover. I love mixing my own colors. But these I thoroughly, thoroughly enjoy. Writing upside down is a task. Okay. All right. This one, if you can't tell, is my favorite one. I've used this one the most. As soon as I used it, I was like, I just want to use it all the time now. I'm going to go ahead and put a drop of water on these. Okay. So anyways, this one is Strawberry Peach. This one has beautiful granulation. It has a beautiful like poppy color, not poppy like the flower, like it pops, like it's vibrant, it's gorgeous. It's not quite neon, but man, it has so much life to it. And the granulation in this one just makes me so happy. I should have done the metallic colors last because there's going to be like shimmer throughout the rest of these because it's in the water. I should probably change my water. Was not thinking that one through. All right, so again, that one is Strawberry Peach. If she ever does that one again, I highly recommend getting that one. And if she does do that one again, if for some reason you're watching Kelsey, is the one who makes these, I would love to have some more of this one. And I know this is more of a summery color, so it probably won't come out again for a very long time. But I just want you to know I love that color. All right, the next color is called Neon Peony. So let's see. This is another new one for me, so I haven't used this one a ton. We got some pinks in this last order. So if you are unfamiliar with handmade paints, you might be asking, how are they different than your commercially bought, store-bought paints? Well, for one, if you are somebody who wants to know the exact pigments going into every color and all of the light fast ratings and all of that, then handmade paints may not be what you're looking for. If, however, you're looking for unique colors, different opacities, and just something fun to paint with, I have not done any light fast testing on these. It would take a very long time to test those things, and I don't know the light fastest of these, but I haven't had any problems so far. So again, this one is Neon Peony. I personally love painting with handmade paints. They bring me so much joy. I love my Daniel Smiths. They're my ride or die. They're my go-tos. This is cherry pink, by the way. But I like both. I like mixing it up with handmade paints. I like using different types, different brands. And I think 31 Purple Fish has become my favorite handmade paint brand. I also love ocean paper paints. Those are quite expensive. These for handmade paints to me are fairly affordable. And I know that, they're maybe like $8 around that for a pan. And that may sound like a lot, but for handmade paints, it's really, really good. And I justify it because I only buy a few at a time. So I'm never buying like $350 at once, like I would on an ocean paper palette. I'm using girl math, okay? I'm sorry. All right, this one was cherry pink. So yes, when I have 47 paints, I have spent a lot on it, but I've spent it $8 at a time, so it hasn't felt like a lot. Great marketing strategy, by the way, Kelsey. Let's say I have 47 times, let's say they're 8. Okay, so $376. But again, I've spent way more than that on my ocean paper. So they are still more affordable. I don't like breaking things down to numbers. I am not a numbers person. Anyways, we're going to move on from the numbers. This is Strawberry Jam. Oh, that cherry pink is gorgeous. Okay, sorry, got distracted. I was staring at it. Oh, this one's so pretty too. Do you see what I mean? These are just so fun. Oh, and wait till we get to the blues and the greens. I love it. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, Strawberry Jam. All right, this is another new one. I got lots of pinks. This one is another beautiful, muted, opaque kind of color. Thinking with those like vintagey vibes, it would go really well with seashell. This one is called Blush Cherry. And I love it. I'm loving the vintage vibes. I love the variety of colors that she offers. Just so pretty. And if you are curious, I don't get anything for talking about these. These are paints I love and I use on my channel quite often. So I wanted to show you my collection and talk about the brand just a little bit. But again, I have not been sent anything free from this company. I'm not being paid. I have spent $376-ish of my own money. So yes, this is just, I enjoy this brand. Oh, I just got water everywhere that's not supposed to be there. Okay. Blush Cherry. You know, it's funny, everybody has a different opinion about people making money on YouTube, and they have their own assumptions, I guess you could say, of what people are making on doing what videos and all of that. I have two of the same one. I don't know that I want to swatch it twice. That wouldn't make sense, would it? Anyways, I wanted to put something into perspective here. So the cotton paper video I did, I tested 21. Hold on, there's a loud car going by. This one is Pink Salt, by the way. I tested 21 different 100% cotton watercolor papers for a video. I put a ton of hours into that video, and as you can imagine, I bought 21 different 100% cotton watercolor papers. So I put hundreds of dollars into that video. And I do it because I want to have information for y'all. Yes, our end goal here is to be able to do this for a living and make money on here and continue doing these things that we love and it be our job. But yes, we are monetized and we are making some money. But to put that into perspective, I don't even know how many hours. I spent days and days prepping that video, testing for that video. Okay, we'll put this one right next to it. And hundreds of dollars. And it's made $11. So don't think that we're just making a ton of money here. All the stuff that I'm buying is coming out of our pocket. So we've gotten sent a couple of things, which has been fantastic, and we're able to test more products and do more videos. But we are currently putting in quite a bit of money into this channel and loving every second, though. I'm not complaining whatsoever. I don't mind spending money. But eventually one day we would like this to be profitable, and I want my sister to have a career. I have a husband who supports me, And so it's not a huge deal for me, but I would love to continue doing this with my sister, and I want her to be making an income so she doesn't have to go get, you know, a regular job. So probably something you didn't care to hear about in this video, but I'm just chatty and swatching. So, okay, this one was Marshmallow Pink, another beautiful pink. I have so many pinks and I love them all. Is it mallow or mellow? I always do it with an E, but I think it's an A because I say mellow. Yeah, it's mallow, but I don't say marshmallow. Please tell me, do you say marshmallow? Mellow? Okay. All right, so there are the pinks. Let's pull out some purple now. All right, those are purples. So let's swatch Vintage Blush, and we'll stick it at the end in between the pink and purple. That works. Oh yeah, and this goes right along with the blush and the seashell, blush cherry. That's beautiful. Okay. All right, there is Vintage Blush. So I want to try to do warm to cool. It's kind of hard to tell exactly in the pan. I don't have swatches of these yet, so we're gonna do our best. All right, so this one is Dirty Pink. Hey, that one seems like a good transition into the purple, doesn't it? This is so pretty. I got my swatches are a little off, but that's okay. Pretty. Okay, Dirty Pink. All right, next up is Lunar Rose, I believe. That's a nice rich one. Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, I like that. Nice. All right, so that one's Lunar Rose. The lunar ones are gorgeous. They have quite a bit of granulation. And you can see as they're drying, the ones that are granulating, so pretty. Okay, next up is Raspberry Blush. This was from my very first order. This one is, and this is another reason, like this one's very muted purple. It's not a bright, fun purple. And so again, this was one of my first orders and I was like, it's okay. It's kind of dull and it's a good color, but I wanted some fun too. Not my first pick. It's very, very grayish. Raspberry Blush. Sugar Plum. This is another one of the first paints I got. I've used this one quite a bit. Okay, moving down a row, we have Purple Crush. This is a newer one. Oh, this one looks really blue. I should have put this one further down, but that's okay. Oh, this is very blue. Oh, it's gorgeous though. Oh, this is just speaking my language. That is a rich, beautiful color. As I continue to put more on the page. Can't help it. Let's see if we can see how this one granulates. That's doesn't look purple, but it's so pretty. It'll probably granulate to where you see more purple if I had to guess. Yeah, some of these I've just got and I've only swatched once for a Instagram reel. So this one is Moonshine, and I believe I have two of these. I do. Moonshine's actually a blue, so let me put that one down there. All right, this is Lunar Moon, and I feel like this one probably should have been after the Sugar Plum, but that's okay. This one's pretty gray as well, though. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a blue gray. Thought I had some purple in it, but no, this is kind of just gray. It's kind of out of place. That's okay. Pretty. All right, we've got Magenta Grape. That one probably should have been up higher, but we'll do this one next. Oh yeah, this is going to be a beautiful one. That's so pretty. That's gorgeous. Okay. Again, Magenta Grape. Two more in the purple category. We have Titanium Lavender. This is a beautiful opaque. Oh my goodness, I'm getting... If you did not know, I am a very, very messy painter. Anyways, I was saying this one's pretty opaque. Beautiful color. Okay, and the last of the purples is Opaque Lavender. Another stunning color. Right. All right, I have the blues organized. Let's start with Lavender Chaos. So this one is looking more like Daniel Smith's lavender, which is very blue toned. When I think lavender, I think of these colors, but this is more dusty periwinkle. But this is a gorgeous color too. So pretty. All right, so Lavender Chaos. Next up, lost my brush, is Blue, Mist. Blue Mist. This one is very similar to Lavender Chaos. Very similar. Just a skosh deeper, like tiny bit. What did I call this one? Blue Mist. Okay. Next up, we have Soft Blue Gray. All right, so this one's starting to look a little bit more on the teal side. Just a little bit more yellow into this one. And a little bit muted. So pretty though. Soft blue gray. All right, this next one I have doubles of. This is Max Blue. This one looks like I haven't even swatched. I think that this was in the last round of paints that I got. I think. Starting to blur together. The last order that I got, I did buy the most at once that I've ever bought. She had so many gorgeous ones. And I got there, I was actually filming a video when I ordered them. I got there right as they launched, so they were all still available. If you don't go on the website when they drop, They do sell out quite quickly. And normally I just like grab anything I possibly can before they're sold out. All right, Max Blue. But I was ready for this drop. I really wanted these colors and I was able to get all of the ones I wanted. Okay, next up is Lunar Blue. This is such a beautiful color. If this is the one that I'm thinking. Why does that one look purple and that one looks blue? Is this, but man, it's gorgeous. Lunar Glow. It says Lunar Glow, not blue. Okay, those two probably should have been switched on here, but that's okay. This is so pretty. Let's make this even bigger. Oh my gosh, I love this. It goes so deep. Look at that color. Let's lift some. Okay. Let's write this Lunar Glow, not blue. There we go. Okay. Yeah, those should be switched, but it's fine. All right, this next one I have a double of, and this is Moonshine. This one is stunning as well. Oh my gosh. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. This is why I love this brand. Look at this. Okay, so this video is going to be quite long. So if I paint something and explain it, it's going to take forever. But I do want to paint something with these. So if this is your first video here, or if this is your first introduction to 31 Purple Fish, I don't want these swatches to be the only thing you see. So I am definitely going to paint something. And maybe speed through it so you can see them in action. But oh my goodness. Look how deep this goes. That is insanely gorgeous. I could play with this color all day long. Okay. And I have two. Oh no, not on the jeans. And I have two of them, so that's awesome. All right, Moonshine. Okay, last of the blues, and then we start getting into the teals and greens. This is Payne's Gray, but it's quite blue, so I put it in the blues. Because, are you ready for this? I don't think you're ready for this. Look how pretty. Look how pretty. Oh, wait, look how pretty. Okay, this might be my favorite, actually. She needs to make Payne's Gray every single time because this is such a beautiful color. It's very, very blue. It's very, very rich. And I love it so much. Okay, yep, that one makes me incredibly happy. I love it. Okay, let me order the rest of them real quick. Okay, so now we're moving on to the greens. Look at all the greens I have. These are so pretty too. I don't know if this is a perfect order of cool to warm, but this is what we're gonna go with. First up is Cobalt Turbo? Turquoise. Turquoise. Sorry. Cobalt Turquoise. Beautiful. Gorgeous color. Okay. All right, next up is called Crazy Haze. Let's see what this one, I haven't used this one much. It's actually kind of hard to use the ones in the quarter pans, especially without a palette to hold them. I really need to come up with a solution here. That's beautiful. They're very similar, actually. I wonder if this one granulates different than the other. I haven't actually swatched these all out side by side yet, so this is exciting. Okay, this was Crazy Haze. Okay, next up is a stunning Crazy Emerald. Beautiful color as well. Really good kind of foresty, but still really rich. I like it. All right, so that was Crazy Emerald. Next up is perhaps my favorite green. This is Lunar Sage. This one granulates so beautifully. Sorry, I seem to be losing my voice. But this one separates. Oh, it's such a pretty color. Yeah, we'll just watch that one dry. Okay. Next up is, I don't know, we may run out of room. This is Dirty Algae. Oh, this one's pretty too. Gorgeous color for for using for leaves and things. There should be a color called Leaves and Things. She made one called Mint. I told her she needs to make one called Opal. So I have Opal and Mint. Okay. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Next up is Desert Sage. Oh, so pretty. This one's got more blue. This one would have fit right here much better, but that's okay. I can always put them in the palette in a different way, but I like having the order of the palette on paper. I guess I can swatch them again. I don't mind swatching paints. It's fun. All right, so that one was Desert Sage. All right, this one I have 2 quarter pans of, and this is Sage Gray. I love some muted tones. That's one thing I love about, excuse me, about ocean paper paints is their muted colors. I think I was started to say this earlier, but didn't finish. I said I love 31 Purple Fish, I think are my favorite. I like ocean paper, but they do have a gritty texture under your brush. So if that bothers you, then you might not like the ocean paper ones as much. Okay. But 31 Purple Fish are very soft and smooth. Sage Gray. Okay. Next up is Soft Leaf. Oh, I just love these colors. We'll get like a close-up of them. Oh, I keep getting paint everywhere. All right, next up is Mint. I mentioned this one. This is a beautiful mint shade. It is, since it is mint, mint is a softer color, so it is not as opaque and pigmented as the rest. And it takes a little bit to activate it, but it is gorgeous. So like, see how soft it is right now? It takes a little bit to get the pigment coming, but man, it is such a beautiful soft mint color. Look at that. Beautiful. Definitely not one that's going to build up to be a deeper color. It's meant to be very, very pale. And it's basically, you know, the color we like here the most. Okay. Next up is Cobalt Green Deep. Now this one, next to the mint, this one's going to be deep. Ready for this? Look at that. Gorgeous color. All right. Here is Cobalt Green Deep. We are getting close, actually. All right, we just have a few left, and we've got some spare greens, brown, and yellow. I was trying to figure out what order I wanted to do these in. This one needs to be cleaned off. This is the one neon. Darn it. These swatches, I've dropped so much water on them. They are not going to be perfect. Anyways, this is the one neon that I have. So here is, what are you called? Neon Lemon. And this was actually one of the first colors I got. So there is the neon. I actually use the neons a lot more than I thought I would. I like to mix them in with other colors to brighten other colors. So, all right, Neon Lemon, and then we have Lush Lime. I actually used this in the last Watercolor Blooms video. This one and the soft shell were the two colors that I used. So this is Lush Lime. Right, we've got 3 more and they are gonna fit. I'll just put them, should I do I think I'll do the yellows and then the brown. That's what I'll do. All right, so first is Honey Bee. Use this one quite a lot in like sunflowers. Sorry, I'm trying to get it cleaned off so it's true form and not muddied down. There we go. Honeybee. Beautiful, beautiful yellow. And then the other yellow is Indian yellow. Let's get this one cleaned off as well. A lot of my yellows have blues on them or reds on them or purples on them because I use yellow a lot to mix, so they get kind of dirty on top usually. So here's my Indian yellow. I'm just gonna let that be. Okay. And then the very last 31 Purple Fish paint that I have is Whiskey Haze. This is the only brown that I have, but it's actually a very beautiful one. A little drop of it on that, but that's okay. If these swatches are too chaotic for you, I'm very sorry. I like them to look a little bit more organic and natural and not too like perfectly perfect. especially this method that I'm using. So, all right, so there is Whiskey Haze, and that is my collection. Let's see, Whiskey Haze. Let's see how many actual colors I have, since I have duplicates of some. 8, 9, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4, 44. All right, so there are my 44 31 Purple Fish paints. I would love to know which is your favorite. Yes, there's paint speckles all over this. I'm very sorry, but let me get a close-up for you. Some of these gorgeous colors. This blue mist and the separation that's happening there. Beautiful. Dirty algae. Sage gray. Perfect. Cobalt green deep is a gorgeous one. Lunar sage. Stunning. Oh, I love all of these colors. Whew. All right, so there's my 31 Purple Fish collection. I'm going to paint something for you real quick, and then we will close out this video. Let me take this off. This was with the 31 Purple Fish. If you did not see me paint this, this was episode 3, Watercolor Blooms. My voice is about to be completely gone, so I'm going to be quiet and paint. Okay, I love it. I love it. Oh, I love these paints. I actually really enjoyed this as well. Put a little bit more this here. Whoop, that went a little crazy. That's okay. But anyway, so there's my 31 Purple Fish paints collection. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you have any questions about these paints below, ask me in the comments. I will answer what I can. I will see here. Here we go. Fix that just a little bit. Anyways, I will link their website below. If you go to their website and it says there's nothing there, that's just because everything's sold out. Go to the Instagram and you can see when they drop paints. She will tease them so you know what's coming and so you know if you want to go and purchase them. But anyways, that is going to wrap it up for this video. I'm sorry it was probably so long, but if you did enjoy this, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you want to see our future videos, hit that subscribe button down below and we will see you guys next time. Bye. They're not handmade pants, they're handmade paints. Let me see here. Calculator. I'm not about to do math on here, so I hope that was recording that last bit. Oh, I sure hope so.